Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. In this video I'm going to show you how we can make this USB light in surface modeling. So too many are requesting me for doing more and more examples, practice examples in surface modeling. So I've chosen this USB light today. So let us make it. So this is the USB here, and this side it is a lighting. So as you all know that this works for laptop as well as power bank. So let us go to new file and start doing it. So I'm going to click OK. So here is our coordinate system. This is 3D workbench. So now what I will do is I will just go to sketcher environment and I'll start doing sketching. So select this plane. OK. Now what I will do is I will just create a rectangle here. So let us make a rectangle and dimension is 60 by 20. So this is 60 and this is 20. Okay, that's it. Finish the sketch. And now I'm just going to extrude it. So go to extrude and make sure that here it should be sheet, otherwise it will become solid. So on the other direction, its extrude length is around 50 mm. That's it. Just click OK. And now what I will do is I will just create a one more plane at a distance of 50 from this. It is 50. Okay. On this plane I'm just going to do a sketch. So let us go to sketcher environment and select the same plane which we have created, and now we'll draw a rectangle, and now we'll dimension it. The dimension is 75 by 32. So this is 75 and this side is 32. Now I need to give a fillet for this. So F is the shortcut for that. Press F and give 15 as a radius and start selecting the curves. Okay, now this curve is done, and just finish the sketch. Now what I will do is I will just go ahead and do the one more plane here, 40 mm. So it is not required to make a plane in every distance, but there should be some reason. I will tell you what is the reason at the end of the tutorial. So now just blindly let us follow the instruction. So we'll go to sketcher environment and on this plane click OK. Now what I will do is I will just project this same sketch on this plane. So go to project and select this sketch, project it. So it is projected. Now what I will do is I will just reduce the scale of that. So this is the scale. Now select the curve to scale, and our anchor point is this, so we need to change it to center point. Go to the point window and select this as a center point. Click OK. Now we'll reduce it to 50% and click OK. Now as you can see here, the sketch is reduced to 50%. So that's it for this sketch. Let's finish it. Okay, now as you can see here, this is our main profile, and now it is be reducing to 50%. Before reducing it to 50%, we have to extrude this around 60 mm. So let us make this plane 100 mm length. Okay, and now I will do one more plane here in between these two with a dimension of 60, and it is not required, but still okay. So now what I will do is I will just extrude this Let us extrude this plane, select connected curves and extrude it up to 60 and make it as a sheet. Click OK. Now there is a gap here, so we need to fill it by using bounded plane. Go to insert surface and bounded plane. Now start selecting this. Okay, now you can see here the sheet is closed. That's it. Now what I will do is I will just create an offset plane from this around 250 mm. And I'm going to project this same curve on this plane. So let us go to sketch and select this plane. Okay, now go to project. So this is the project. Going to select this curve, select the curve, and it will be projected. See, okay, now finish the sketch. In the same way, if you calculate this, there is a distance of 40 mm between this edge to this curve, so we will maintain the same thing here as well. So let us create a plane with 40 mm distance. And now what we have to do is we have to project this curve on this plane. So let us go to sketch, now project curve and select a feature curve, and this feature curve should be projected on this plane. Now as you can see here, it is projected. Click finish. I'm not going to constrain each and every curve, so it is left to you, because there are sketcher practices which I already uploaded into my channel, so you can just go to that and you will get to know how you can constrain sketches. So now what I will do is I will just create one more plane here with 200 mm distance. Click OK. Now what I will do is I will project the same curve again on the created plane. Go to project, select this curve, and it will be projected. Finish the sketch. Okay, now we have a series of datum planes as well as curves. We need to create a sheet, and let us start doing that. You can also do it by projecting a single sketch, but I prefer to do it in through curves. So let us go to curves and make it as a 0 G0 and select the connected curves. And now this. Okay guys, now I just wanted to show you something. As you can see here, I'm selecting this curve and this curve. Now the sheet is not uniform. As you can see here, it is not uniform. So there is a trick we need to select in Unigraphics. It's not like you can select in a random way. You need to make sure that, see, this is a curve. There is a one entity here and one more entity, and in between these two curves there is a one more entity. So you need to select in such a way that the selection should be in the same position. Suppose if you are selecting it this line and at the starting of the line, and the next curve should be selected on the same position. This is my line and this is the start point. Now as you can see here, it is generated clearly. So this is in solid state. Let us make it as a sheet. Always in Unigraphics, a selection makes very important. Click OK, and again through curves, go and select this same entity. Suppose, for example, I will show you in some different Okay, this entity I'm just going to start with a arc. So click OK, and if you are selecting in this line, it will make some clumsy here. So what we have to do is we have to select in this entity at the starting point. So now you can see here the start point is taking at the same, and the direction should be in same. So let us make it as a solid sheet and click OK. So as you can see here, our USB light is like this. So we are end up with just two as the finishing edge. So let us finish this first. So what I will do is I will just go to extrude command and revolve. So I'm going to revolve this single entity. Let us select a single curve and then this and this. So I'm going to rotate it with 180 degree, and my rotation point is this. Okay, as you can see here, it is rotated from 0 to 180. Let us give sheet and click OK. So you can see here in extrude, always it will show solid. If you want, you can change it in a preferences. So it will always show sheet. If you want to, you can change it. So now we are left with the bottom portion. Let us fill this. Go to insert, surface and bounded plane. I always prefer you to use the command from menu, so that this menu will not change as the NX version changes, but whatever the commands over here, these are called as a quick commands. So quick commands changes as per the version changes, so they will put it in some different section. But the thing is, in menu it will be always in the same category. So always use the commands from this, so it will not be confusing for you when you are changing from one version to another version. So now what I will do is let us fill this. So for this I'm going to use the same through curves command, but in different way. So let us start doing it. Surface and through curves. So my first curve will be this. So what I will do is will take this. Okay, sorry. Let us make a single curve and select one by one. So as you can already, I had shown you. So I'm just going to select this as my first entity. So in the same way I have to select here this entity. Let us finish this. Okay, one curve is selected. In order to select add a new set, please click middle button of the mouse, and now I'm going to start with this. So here there is already a sketch available. You can go to connected curves and select this at a time. So now as you can see here, this is generated, but the only thing is we have to make it the tangency between these two sheets. So for that this is required G1 tangent. So this is already explained in my previous tutorials. I think it is the edge blend tutorial, so you can go to that and you can check what is G0, G1 and G2. So now I'm not going to explain it again. So for the first section, G1 is this face. So let us select this. And now as you can see here, as soon as you select, this curve will become tangent to this face. So now again I'm going to do that for the second curve as well. So select this. Now as you can see here, the whatever the through curve sheet is generated, which is tangent to this sheet as well as this sheet. So let us click OK. In the same way I'm going to do it in the other end as well. So go to the through curves and select the first entity starting from this. Okay, instead of through curves I'm going to have a quick selection so that it will be easy for me. Connected curves, and okay, this is selected. Click the middle button and select this. Now we have a G1 and G0 this is the G1 and here it is this. So the sheet is generated. Change it to sheet and click OK. Okay, that's it. Now we are left with some lighting system over here, so let us start doing it now. So for that, what I will do is I'll just create one plane here. Go to planes and so at 11 mm I'm just going to create one plane and is here. Click OK. So I'm just going to draw a sketch here, which is, let us select 3 points and here as well 1 point, and this distance should be let us 65. Okay, and now let us create an arc. Okay, now again one more arc. Okay, now let us remove this, make it as a construction line. Okay, and the same way this as a okay. Okay, now I'm just going to offset this curve. Select offset curve and make sure that tangent curves is selected. So I'm going to do it in the reverse direction with a 5 mm. Let's click OK. So now we have two curves here. Finish the sketch, and these sketches are on this plane. At 11 mm there is a plane, so on that plane these two curves are there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to project one of the curve. So let us go to curves, project curve, and let us change the shaded view so that we can clearly see the curves. Okay, and outer curve I'm just going to project it on this sheet as well as on this sheet. So the opposite top direction, click OK. So now I'm just going to change the shade. Okay, you can see here the line is already projected, the curve is already projected. Now let us trim the sheet. Okay, sorry. So already in a trim sheet I already explained you, it always depends on what you are going to select. So I'm going to select this and my boundary will be this, and now it should be discarded. So click OK. So it always depends on what you are going to select. So now what I'll do is I'll just complete bounded plane, fill that surface. The offsetted 4 mm offsetted curve, I'm just going to fill it. Okay, now as you can see it is filled. So now this sketch is not required, I'm just going to hide it because it is making too much confusion. Okay, now we have one surface here and another surface here. So what I'll do is I'll just create a through curves, go to through curves, and let us keep it as a G0. What G0 will do, it is a point contact, it's not a tangent. Instead of selecting everything, I'm just going to make it as a single curve. So this is one combination, click apply, make it as a sheet, click apply. This is another set, click apply. Okay, so now everything is done. Bottom side is also filled, so this side is also it is done. So let us hide everything and show the sheet bodies. Click OK. And now we have to sieve this because each and every surface is a different entity here. So let us go to sieve and select any of the plane, any of the sheet, and then complete it. So now this is complete sieved body. So if you want, I'll just show you how we can color it. So select this sheet and assign a feature color, specific color, change it to anything like gray ash color. And now this USB edge, I'm going to change it to assign feature, and let us make it as little blackish. Okay, now we'll select everything and gives one color. Maybe there is one more surface here. Okay, right click, go to assign feature, and let us select this curve. Okay, now as you can see here, our USB flashlight is ready. So as I have created many number of planes, I'm just going to show you these planes. As you can see here, there is one plane here, there is another plane here. So this is not required to make so many planes, but yeah, I have done because if you want to change the length of this section, it will be easier for us. We can directly change the distance, offset distance for this plane, so that it will increase automatically. So this is one of the parametric methods. So completely parametric, you can change it whatever you want. So thank you guys, please subscribe to my channel and hit a like button as well as support me. Thank you.